I just have to say that I am really touched by this moment in time, this dedication of the garden here, the City Hall behind. Really touched. I grew up in New Jersey, and my parents had a victory garden. And so I was picking strawberries out there, and I was dressed as the queen of the garden when I was 4 years old. And I think it had some effect.
Talking more and more about how we can make easy choices and simple choices in our everyday life that can build a more sustainable food system. It's not about buying a certain brand, it's about thinking about every choice that you make around food and how it can contribute to a more sustainable food system. So I get the pleasure of presenting Mayor Gavin Newsom.
Thanks, Andrew. Thank you all. Thanks very much, everybody that was working out here, for all your hard work, all the volunteers, for all the city department leaders that are here, and of course Wade Crowfoot from my office, who's our Director of Sustainability, and Astra Hayardi, who does all our greening throughout the city, and you have not seen anything yet in terms of what she's about to do and raising the bar, greening our entire city, our schoolyards, and our medians.
I'm here with City Slicker Farms. I'm an intern there for the summer. So Willow asked me to join, and here I am. I'm learning how to grow my own food. And I can build planter boxes, and I can possibly be a teacher. Yeah. I'm teaching actually my nephew and my niece and my daughter and my 2-year-old.
What?
How to garden, how to grow their own food. That's what, to me, this whole movement is about. That's what Willow and others were referring to as it relates to the choices we make and making decisions on the basis of equity. Being able to make a decision if you live in Bayview Hunters Point or the Western Addition or out in the OMI or parts of the Mission. It's one thing if you're living right next door to the Ferry Building where you have ease of choice. But if you don't have a farmer's market in your community, let alone a grocery store, just a liquor store disguised as a grocery store, then we're not being judicious and we're not being equitable. So the key of this movement is about social equity, it's about social justice, it's about environmental justice, it's about public health in the truest sense of the word, it's about environmental stewardship, it's about connecting ourselves and to our neighbors and our friends and community. So I couldn't be more proud of what this is all about and what this represents. Not everyone gets it yet. There have been folks that criticize this as if we were building some farm out in City Hall. But I think once people open their minds to it and understand what this is all about them and their decisions and choices, about their health and their family and friends and loved ones, then people will start to understand this and appreciate and embrace this entire movement. We have a chance now with 30, 40, maybe 50,000 people descend on the city at the end of August and early September. We have combined that, because of the leadership of Wade Crowfoot and Astrid, to close 6 miles of city streets during that same weekend to get people to connect back out in our city streets. It's also part of this health strategy. And we are going to do more with this Victory Garden than just plant a garden, quarter-acre garden at Civic Center, but we are going to build on Alice Waters' legacy in the edible schoolyards and do more in our public schools and do more in our public spaces, which is so critical. So we want to be challenged and continue to be challenged by all of you to do more and do better, because we can do more and do better. Final point. This is easy. You know, I love listening to all the politicians, even myself 5 years ago. Well, you know, it's scary what I don't know, and I'm gonna look back 5 years from now and go, gosh, what I didn't know then. And that's the great thing about learning and evolving. But this is easy. It's just about thinking differently. It's not about money. Money's out there. We have all the money in the world to do this. It didn't cost us much. We had so many volunteers, we had so many community partners, but what we didn't have was the imagination and the idea. It's all about equality of imagination. It's about thinking differently and coming up with a better idea. I don't care what the problem is. The money is out there to solve the problem. We tend to always use money as the excuse. We don't have the money to convert this lawn into an edible lawn, we said, 4 years. How wrong we were, yet again, how wrong we were. And so I want to continue to challenge those cynics that just say this is some elitist movement out there on the west coast of the United States, all those fancy Berkeley people out there, all these nutty mayors. It's not about that. It's about our suburban areas being connected to our rural areas and being connected to our urban areas. This is an urban setting, a dense urban environment, one of the densest urban centers in America. Yet here we are planting gardens. This is not about the Central Valley. It's about all of us. It is certainly a big part of the equation, but it's about connecting the Central Valley to our urban cores. We are all in this together, is the point. And that's the exciting opportunity with this entire movement. So I know I've had the mic forever, but I just, like a kid, I've been so excited about this and so proud about this, and I can't underscore. I'll just close by once again thanking Alice for her vision, her passion, her constancy, and her willingness never to accept no for an answer. Thank you, Alice Waters. Thank you, everybody, for being on.